YouTube land. Hope you're having a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I should probably turn the radio down. So, as I was leaving work tonight, after another tiring day, not super stressful, just tiring mentally, and I had first one coworker say, have a good night and drive safe. Then I had one of the sort of mid-level supervisors, I guess is the best way to describe him. Also, wished me good evening and told me to get home safe and drive safe. So, of course, with all these people telling me to drive safe, the only sensible response is to do another unsafe at any speed sort of live stream. And it's also a good opportunity to revisit some old topics. I see somebody is in there. Hi. I guess it's Carrie, I think, but not 100% sure. Hey, Carrie. So, I kept hearing all day how it was snowing outside, and yeah, there's a little bit of snow on the ground, but it certainly wasn't the snowmageddon that it was being talked up as, or maybe it just didn't stick. But anyhow, people in this area are hysterical when it comes to snow. Anyhow, one of the kind of fun things about having a channel with regular viewers in the single or low double digits is that I kind of know everyone that stops by regularly to say hi or to comment on posts and such. And there's a new face in the crowd. And the new face seems to be, steeped in adoration of Mr. Jose Maria de Castro. Chilito to his friends, delete laws to those who keep track of AKAs, and the super necessary humanoid, and the most powerful force in the universe. Those are all things that, oh yes, and of course Constitution, the greatest constitutional law scholar ever. So, this person, was confused, thinks I live with my mom when I'm actually really living with his mom. And thinks I couldn't handle his mom when his mom basically says that, she can not handle me, or take me, as the case may be. But he also says that in one of his comments that I am jealous of Chilito. And that should get me thinking. Do I have reason to be jealous of Chilito? What reasons could I have? And nothing comes to mind. I can say I've made a few bad choices in my life. Actually, I can identify the 3 major bad choices I've made. And that I have regrets that I attach to. But I've never devoted time and effort to cooking up and distributing a date rape drug. I have never had to couch surf. I've actually never failed at anything I put my mind to. I mean, yes, I will say that my writing career crashed and burned, but that is, oh my gosh, this is even worse than normal. But that happened because, again, I could identify three bad choices I made in life, and one of those bad choices led directly to me having to abandon my full-time career as a writer. But I did have a full-time career as a writer. I made a living at it. I made a very good living at it for a number of years. So again, it's a win. So nothing he's accomplished is anything that I feel I should be jealous of. So I just really don't know what this person thinks. I don't understand this person. Then again, he appears to admire Mr. DeCastro, so he's probably among the somewhat slower people out there, like all of, well, I could only assume, Cholito's admirers. So, yeah. But yeah, by all means, if someone out there has an idea as to why I should be jealous of Cholito, please let me know, because I would love to take that under consideration, do some self-reflection, and all that jazz, to see whether a low IQ, lazy sociopath is worth any sort of jealousy. Because to be jealous, you need to have respect for somebody, right? That'd be the first step. Yeah, that you have respect for him. There's something that he has that you don't have, or that you can't do. And yeah, I certainly can't make date rape drugs. That's a bottom line, absolute 100% truth. I do not have the background for that. But there's nothing about him that I admire. There's nothing about him that I can say is praiseworthy, frankly. I admire people who are, well, talented is a starting point, but then beyond talent, you have to have a work ethic. You have to have a devotion to be better at something, particularly if you are going to go out there and say that this is your mission, or claim that you are a scholar. If you're a scholar, you should have enough background in your subject and enough belief in yourself and your abilities, because you've studied it and you know the subject matter, that you don't have to silence your critics through ridiculous lawsuits and otherwise behaving like a little pathetic bitch. Like I've said before, Cholito would be completely and utterly unremarkable to me and not worthy of even a second thought, other than, his courtroom antics make him look extremely stupid. But it's when he claims to be, for the Constitution and for the people and for the freedoms. Well, yeah, he's for freedom so long as you parrot whatever bullshit he's spewing, or otherwise offer to grease the knob. And no, I'm not jealous of that. I have no respect for that. In fact, I have nothing but contempt for that. And let's see, I am now running out of room because they have swapped the lanes they're closing, the bastards. No wonder it looked so messy. Actually, I think I knew this. But, again, unsafe at any speed, so it slipped my mind that it is now, the left is closed, and the right is closed, and the left is closed again, so you gotta go weaving in and out. Let's see, who else is here? Somebody else just came in. Virgo Wraith is here, I think. But I now have a massive truck next to me, so I don't dare take my eyes off the road too much, so I'll just say hi, whoever's out there. Welcome. Sorry I can't necessarily greet you directly. I'm just trying to recognize people by the shape of their their logons, because I'm on the phone, I'm in the car, engaging everybody around me. So if you're here to see whether I die in a dramatic car crash, press like. If you're here to see whether I get home safely, press like. If you're here to see whether I get home safely, subscribe to the channel. But if you're here to see me die spectacularly in a car crash, don't subscribe, because there wouldn't be much of a point, because there won't be much on here after I have died in a spectacular car crash. Let's see. Rather get home in one piece. Oh yeah, that's actually, given how short-handed we are at my job, I think that people would prefer I get home in one piece as well. My coworkers. Yeah, I see. I made a major tactical boo-boo here. I should have been over to the right and then moved left instead of staying left, because I forgot that they were now messing around on both sides of the freeway. Well, here we are. I'll be going a lot slower, so I have a lot more time to just sort of babble at you guys. Snoqualmie to Bellevue. Yeah, I kept hearing about people that were coming in to I have to go through security checkpoints to look out windows. So once I'm in, I don't bother. So I just get reports from people that come in from the outside, and people were telling us about the fact it was snowing and it was bad out there. By the time I got outside, it's cold as hell, and I can see snow on some of the cars that are around me, but nothing remarkable anywhere that I am traveling. I will be going to Bellevue tomorrow morning, so I'm hoping that there won't be snow and ice and what have you. But just in case, I will be dragging myself out of bed early and will be hitting the freeway early. But Bellevue has good road clearing. Yeah, that is true. And freeway is usually pretty good. Yes, I did learn that during our big snow dump last year, where no one had bothered telling me that a meeting that I was going to in the Renton Highlands at the time, actually that's 2 years ago now, 3 years ago now, whatever. Freeways were great. Going up the hill to Renton Highlands was great. When I got on to Sunset and went up to where the meeting was going to be, nothing was cleared, and my little car had a hard time getting through the snow. Okay, is this where I can start pulling over? Nope, not yet. And I got to the place the meeting was, and of course there were no cars in the parking lot. But a sign was on the door, so I drive in the parking lot, sitting, get out, tromp through the snow, and the sign says that they're closed due to inclement weather. But yeah, the roads are going to be all right. I got dumped for a moment there, and now they are making me shift over again, the bastards. And in a little bit we'll have to go the other way, and I noticed a signal drop for a bit there, so I don't really know how long, but it was off for a bit. Yeah, you are an idiot without your headlights on. What the hell? Oh, and no front or rear plates. In a BMW, nonetheless. That's weird. Wonder if I've spotted the sovereign citizen that is too dumb to turn on his lights when it's dark. And there's highway patrol all over the place. maybe even those driving pigs that the new viewer of the channel is that his hero is so fond of talking about. But yeah, as I said, even though my writing career is as a profession, writing, I'm done with it because bills to pay, mouths to feed, etc., etc. Still a hobby, so I still write on the side and still put out little things. I'll have something coming out end of this month and another thing coming out end of February, which is actually fascinating because someone sent me some art as a joke, and interestingly, he pretty much predicted what we're working on at the moment and what will be coming out in February. So, but then this is a guy that when I was a writer, he and I kept coming up with the same ideas, even had not met each other yet, and I look at something and go, God damn it, you did X, and I was going to do X, and I've got to kind of rethink it. And halfway across the country, he's looking at a book and going, damn it, I was going to do something like that, and now look at it, now I got to try to rejigger it. So it's not surprising that he would send me something more or less kind of to be funny, and turns out that no, I really am reviving that particular super obscure property that very few people have thought of since 1942 or something like that. Let's see. Something is legal. I don't know what. And again, I'm sorry for not acknowledging any of the chat. You guys chat amongst yourselves. That's part of the fun of this, I think. And I'm not ignoring what you're saying. I just cannot read it because A, it's small, and B, I am zooming down the freeway at freeway speeds in construction zones where they're like randomly shifting the lanes back and forth, it seems. So, yeah. For God's sakes. Oh no. I must have gotten COVID or something. Or just a cold that everybody seems to be catching. It's been the last couple of days with people hacking and coughing around me. Last week with people hacking and coughing around me. So I suppose it's only fair that, or only about time that I start hacking and coughing. Because it can't. That's for sure. It's too cold. I would love to read what people are saying, but I can't. Unless there's a way to make it bigger on the screen that I'm just not aware of. I should probably figure that out at some point. But actually the real problem with YouTubing and me for the foreseeable future is that it's going to be, my schedule is going to be completely unpredictable and just flip-flopping around for a variety of reasons. I mean, there's going to be a core sort of, all right, I know I'm going to be in my normal workspace for these hours, for these days, but then there's going to be additional things at other locations, and it's just going to be a mess. So I don't know, can't predict where I'm going to be when. I mean, hell, I'm going to be scheduling a few more of those man with a camera episodes, because I think those are actually pretty good. good, the ones that I've seen. But the latest one, I didn't even have time to watch myself, and I still haven't had time to watch it. It's on my own channel, and I haven't seen it yet. The Positive Negative, I think it was called. And here is road work again. Entire freeway except the HOV lane is shut down. And they're getting ever closer to my place. Oh, I see the name that I will always butcher, no matter how many times I tell how to pronounce it. Elise. Welcome. Don't think I've seen you in a bit. But yeah, this is just me blathering while I'm driving down the road. Since I got the main topic out of the way up top, which was just wondering, what is it that I should be jealous about when it comes to Chilito de Castro? I mean, does anybody even really like him? Maybe I'm kidding myself, but I think I have at least 2 people who like me. My cats like me. I mean, I'm not counting them when I say that. Yeah, I'm pathetic. I admit I have cats. I prefer cats over dogs. I've never made any bones about that. Oh, maybe that's why I'm jealous. Okay, I'm jealous of Chilito because he's going to be governor somewhere, someday, because he can launch a political career and not have any skeletons in his closet or any other baggage people could pull out, where I have a extremely well documented history, if people go looking, starting in Europe about 1984, I think, with my first publications and a little bit of goofing around on the radio as a teenager, yes. And then back in the States, there's a very clear record and very obvious, very well documented stuff that showed up around 89, 90, somewhere in there. And then, get on the Usenet, in the news groups. Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of things there that you can go dig out and trot out. And then, I start publishing all over the place. All over the place in certain very small, limited corners of the game industry and music industry and film reviews, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, if I were ever to decide to go into politics, it wouldn't go well for me. So yes, I'm jealous about that Chilito has that he can. Oh wait, hang on. Oh no, I think that's not even that. That's probably the one thing we have in common. We have all kinds of shit that's all over everywhere that can be pulled out and waved around if we decide that we're going to try to behave as though we are champions of right and great intellects and super achieved. Is that a word? Super achieved? Super accomplished. There we go. Englishing is hard. Wording is hard. Yes, that we are super accomplished at whatever it is we're pretending we're super accomplished at, where there's all kinds of evidence to the contrary. And it's not hard to find. You just gotta go looking for it. In fact, I, for one, am looking forward to Chilito de Castro announcing an official campaign, because I have multiple ads that I want to submit and I want to put out there in praise of his spirit, his concern for his fellow beings, his devotion to peace, because he certainly has displayed all of that, hasn't he? Well, he claims it, but hey, let's wind back just a year and a half. There's him in the airport having a complete, probably drug-fueled meltdown, threatening to kill people or beat them up, at least smash their head on the concrete. Yeah, if there's one thing that the folks over, and I'm going to lose signal here, maybe not. Again, I can't see what's going on there. Didn't lose signal. That's good. And like I said, people are saying stuff. I see a bunch of emoticons. Have no idea what they are. But yeah, by all means, put in the chat or in comments below what I have to be jealous about when it comes to Chilito de Castro, because I don't see it. I see absolutely nothing. And I also don't see how a woman who I couldn't handle could be so pathetic as to raise an offspring that would have any sense of admiration for Chilito de Castro. I just do not get it. But yeah, so this was, again, I have a very tiny channel here, and so I can devote an entire drive to just talking to the latest person to come along and contribute. Oh, it has snowed here. I see snow on the ground. Nice. But it's melted where it's important. It's not on the neighbor's cars. Not my car. Haha. Well, it probably will be when I come out tomorrow. So, let's see if someone has said something I need to respond to, or that I can respond to before I go inside. It's not a BMW or an Audi. I have no idea what's going on. Steve is being too kind to be an Audi ass. Oh, you're trying to figure out what kind of car I'm driving? Oh, it's a Ford. It's nothing fancy, if that's what you're trying to figure out. Yep, you're probably right. The trifold does hold the keys to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. That makes perfect sense. It's us lesser mortals can't quite grasp what's in there, because it is conceived of and compiled by the self-declared most powerful force in the universe. So yeah, there's probably all kinds of secrets in there that we could, if we had the capacity, we could unlock them, and we would know that. But no, I drive a Ford. In fact, it's a Ford Focus, so nothing fancy at all. Englishing is hard for the Scottish. Oh yeah, Englishing is hard for the Scottish, for the Welsh, for everybody. Troopers would have zero patience for paper side. Yeah, oh no, that's absolutely correct. And that's, Virgo, the biggest disservice that folks like, and this is not an opinion, I'm going to state this like as a fact. The biggest disservice that people like Chilito and the Sovsits that like to sit in their car and argue with with the cop at the side of the road, the greatest disservice they do to people who think that they're worth listening to is do that and convince people that that's the approach that works. No, it's not. The approach that works is to take the damn ticket and then contest it in court. I've had it happen to me. I've had a couple of tickets. One was just through sheer ignorance. I had absolutely no idea that I hadn't done what I needed to do. And I took the ticket, which was pretty massive, wrote a letter to the court explaining the situation, and it got knocked down to something very negligible, to which to my mind was the price for being stupid. And the other, so yeah, 3 tickets. I've had 3 traffic tickets in my driving life, and this despite having a lead foot. Another ticket happened because my mind just went blank because, like I said, it's been a very long day. All right. Wow. I just blanked. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Then the other ticket was, again, that was a ticket that was genuinely, completely, um, it should never have happened. Because the stop was illegitimate from the jump. But eventually I would have gotten nailed for what I got nailed for. And once again, a massive ticket was written. A letter was written to the court. Dear judge, I'm an idiot. Don't take all my money. Explaining it. And in that second case, it was just pure inobservance on my part. And again, T got knocked down to what looked to me to be a fee for being an idiot. But if I had carried on and bitched and complained on the side at the side of the road, who the hell knows what would have happened? Well, what's this now? We were guessing. No, not a Ford. Yeah, it's a Ford. I'm sorry. But yes, it's not an Audi. Although I will be getting a new car in the not too distant future. So, because literally this car, I'm driving it till the wheels fall off. And that is not, when I say literally, I mean that literally. When the day comes, my mechanic tells me it's not worth fixing, I'll get a new car. Because this car it's more than paid for itself. In fact, the day after I totaled it, I got sideswiped by an idiot. And the insurance company totaled the car. They gave me a payout. But the car still drives. So, whatever. It gets me from point A to point B. I don't need a self-driving car. I don't need to have a fancy car. I just need a car that gets me around. And it gets me around. Let's see. What else? But, no, not a Ford. Let's see. Might have given him that nickname on Kate's Discord once upon a time. What does that go back to? I don't know. Because he has a trifle, then you don't. It's speed. Speed! But anyhow, yes, arguing with the cop at the side of the road is dumb and counterproductive, and it'll only make things more difficult for you. And despite the tick-tocking is, I don't know what that means. Okay, we got to talk about your blinkers. You need to change the vehicle. Well, what I don't need, actually, Elenise, is a better thing for the phone. And if someone has suggestions as to a decent phone holder, put links in below this video so I can go look at them and see. Because, yeah, well, that might be. But, yeah, I guess the blinker is loud. It's not as loud, though, as when my engine was vibrating because it was loose. What else have I missed here? Don't forget, there will always be another candidate. Yeah, that's true. In case you get pulled over and want to get arrested. I do not have a trifold and glove compartment. To answer a question from quite a while ago, I actually have something better. Not in a glove compartment, but I have something better, and I have no proof, but I'm 92.8% certain that the great constitutional law scholar ripped off his trifold idea from this item. I put it on my chat page. It's more accurate than his as far as the interpretation of the law and the situations you have on the side of the road. Hell, it even says don't argue with the cop on the side of the road. Invoke your rights, sure, but take the ticket and then deal with it in court. That's where you deal with tickets and other documents like that. You don't do it on the side of the road. Oh, Steve, I seriously would count myself in your camp of liking you. So at least 3. Okay, Virgo. Yeah, that's nice. We got 3. Welsh likes you, kind of in his way. Well, yeah. I'm still not seeing where the whole nickname thing might have come from. You're all good, Steve. Capitals, and he might see. Oh, well, actually, no, I didn't. Well, probably because I was watching the road. So I even miss. I should have a similar light siren package. Oh, uh-oh. Will we soon see Virgo Wraith mentioned in the same breath as Mr. DeWitt? Will we see a video? We go, Sergeant, 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 Sergeant. I think I just found out a way to get myself put on vacation at work. Sergeant, Sergeant. No, no. Loading screen of doom. How far are you from home? I work about when the traffic isn't bad like it is right now, always along I-5 due to the road work coming southbound at night. I can get to work in about 15 minutes if, at the way I usually drive, which is a little too fast. So I live about 15, 20 minutes away from work, probably 25 if I go the speed limit the whole way. So I'm not far. I think I've said before I'm in Seattle is where I work. So I live about 20 minutes south of Seattle, somewhere in there. So hey, I just made it easy to dox me. I told you how I'm all over the internet and have been since the 80s. Late 80s, early 90s. I've probably made comments in the past that are far less vague than the ones I make now. So yeah. Maybe Chilito will show up at my door. Maybe he'll serve me with that lawsuit he's promised that he was going to give me, which I still haven't gotten. I just want to point that out. Feeling unloved. But yes, I am in Washington State, just like it sounds like Virgo Wraith is. Light participation in the Bellevue area. In Scotland, we just hope to the best. What is this snow you talk about? Yeah, Care, we know you live in some place that I don't even... Again, is it even real? Is it even real? Like I said the other day, I'm wishing it isn't due to the giant spiders that you have. Baseball-sized spiders. Baseball-sized spiders. Australia is a Basil Wolverton cartoon. Or Basil Wolverton comic strip. Go look him up if you don't know what I mean. Look up, oh my gosh, I just referred to this character that we're going to revive. Meteor Martin. Look up Meteor Martin. Look up Starhawk. Spacehawk, sorry, not Starhawk, Spacehawk. See the worlds that they go to, and I think that would be Australia. Let's see. Side streets suck. Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow. Tell us a story, Steve. You got this. Please avoid crashes. We would rather get home in one piece. Yeah, well, I am now here in the driveway until I get a dirty look. Then I will go inside. Yeah, not snowing at all right now. Hopefully it's not snowing too hard tomorrow morning when I have to go. But I've now looked at all the chat, I think. We keep them as pets. You keep Fords as pets? I like Steve. He is chilled. Need more silent movies. Alanese, I Okay, your wish is my command. I do have a couple that I've been meaning to upload and screen. So, um, uh, again, I'm afraid that tomorrow is not going to be the day that I'm hoping it will be. Um, in that it should be a day off, but I'm thinking it won't be. So maybe next Friday we'll get back to the movies, and one because I have a couple of really neat silent movies that I do want to put up there. One of them I was actually going to use this YouTube music thingy that you can get as a channel operator and actually score the thing. The time is just not going to be there for the foreseeable future, so I'm not going to be able to mess around with that. That's the problem. The YouTube is for me. It's just fun and it's enjoyable, and that's actually another thing that I can't be jealous about when it comes to Mr. DeCastro, because he seems to desperately crave YouTube success. I don't care. You guys, have 4 of you, 5 of you, 6 of you, whatever. It's happy by me. If I have none of you, I would still be here blathering along just for the fun of it. And I may have none of, by the end of next month, I may have none, because I just realized today, or remembered today, that today, or next month, is Haiku Month. Why is February Haiku Month? I don't know, but someone has declared February Haiku Month. So I'm thinking that just like when I first started this channel and I put up poems every 3 or 4 days, I'm thinking that every other day I will come on here, do a little short reciting a haiku, and I'll write the haikus. They'll all be absolutely terrible, but I will write them, and if they're not ones that I come up with, I will say so, who did the haiku. So yeah, if you want to send me haikus, by all means, send me haikus. And February, we'll see whether that completely ends the channel right there. But no, this is for fun. This is for laughs. Hopefully other people's laughs, but mostly my laughs. De-stresses. Yep. That's basically the idea. It's for fun. And like Conspiracy says, you have success, people want to be here, and you don't have to hate. You don't have any hate watchers. I have one, and I maybe have 2. Although the one hate watcher is just for the shorts. The other one is my greatest fan, so he's not a hate watcher, so never mind. Actually, I have no hate watchers. I only have fans. You're right, Con. All right. Yeah, you know what? That's what I should be jealous that he has hate watchers and I don't. Maybe that's it. But yeah, I should probably go inside. So we'll wrap this up. Thank you everybody for coming out. God, now I really want to just sit down with some people tomorrow and watch a film. No, I'm not going to risk it. Next Friday, we're going to do it. We're going to do a silent movie. And hopefully we'll be able to make it Alanis. It'll have to be sometime in the afternoon, my time. So, yeah, well, what is a good time since we're talking about it, for me, Friday afternoon, mid-afternoon yeah, somewhere between 2 and 4 my time would be when I'd have to do it. But, and I'm afraid that's like some really, really awkward time where you're at, but hopefully not. I'll see if the schedule looks. I'll schedule the next couple of days, and if it looks really off, just let me know, and I'll see if I can massage things around. But I'm thinking by next Friday, not this Friday, tomorrow or today, whenever. But next Friday. It should be fine. And we'll do a couple of fun silent movies. Your Eastern Standard Time? No, I am Pacific Time. Pacific Standard Time. So, same time as Los Angeles and not Buenos Aires, but well, maybe it is but Los Angeles. Same time as Los Angeles. That's usually one that people can key into. Okay, yes, great, Alanese. And I'm again sorry butchering your name. But yes, I do need to wrap this up, guys, because now I'm getting a real hairy eyeball. And we will talk some other time. Thanks again for coming out. And push like, push dislike, subscribe if you want to. Do all the things. And I will talk to everybody later.